What's up, world? This is your guy, Guitar K, and today we're going to be talking about the art of kindness. Look, man, it's nothing wrong with being kind. You know, kindness is a fruit of the spirit. That means that when you're being kind, it's good for you. Being kind is medicine for your soul. It's medicine for your spirit. It's a fruit of the spirit. Being kind makes your soul stronger. It makes your spirit stronger. So many people walking around with sour faces, walking around like something crawled up there and died, walking around like they got a stick up their head. Look, man, be kind. Show kindness. When you show kindness, you put off good positive energy out in the world. We need more positive energy in today's world. And one place to start is by showing kindness. And I'm talking about true, genuine kindness. I'm talking about from the heart. It's in your attitude. It's in your service. You wake up with a passion to be kindness. Being kindness is a practice. You practice it and you become good at it. I know a lot of people say it's hard to be kind in today's world. So what? Do it anyway. Look, man. Y'all know when I be running, I call myself the Black Forrest Gump. It's hard for me to get up and run 6 miles in 95-degree heat. But when I'm done doing it, I feel good. I feel energized. I feel accomplished. Same thing goes with showing kindness. I know it can be hard, but when you're done doing it, you feel energized. You feel accomplished. You feel a sense of pride and purpose that you didn't let the outside world bring you down to its level and make you be just as rotten as it is. Look, man, show some kindness. And I mean, like I said, it's even a statement. Like I said, it's from the heart. The statement even goes, the kindness from your heart. Look, man, don't be the type of people who do things and then come back later and be like, yeah, I did this for you and I did that for you. Or, you know, the people that got to post what they do on Facebook. Yeah, I gave a homeless person $5 today. Look, man, nah. That ain't the type of kindness I'm talking about. I'm talking about giving and not expecting anything in return. Just doing it because it's the right thing to do. Just doing it because it makes you feel good to be kind. I think so many people got kindness twisted. They think that giving stuff away and spending money on somebody, that's kindness. No, that's actually just giving stuff away and spending money on somebody. Let's look at the definition of kindness just to give us a springboard so we can jump off this video. The art of kindness. Kindness is the quality of being friendly, generous, and considerate towards others. It involves actions or behaviors that promote goodwill, compassion, empathy. Kindness can manifest in various ways, such as offering help, showing understanding, or simply being polite. And they say nothing about spending no money in there. And the generous part means you can be generous with your time. You can be generous with your compliments. You can just be generous with positivity. Look, man, a lot of people say I'm crazy because I'm always positive. I'm crazy because I'm always just showing kindness, even when other people are not being kind to me. Well, look, I already know I'm crazy. I take medication for it. But if I'm going to be crazy, I'd rather be crazy positive. I'd rather be crazy kind. Because see, that's something that I can control. There's a lot of things in this world that we can't control. But I can control how positive I am. I can control how kind I am. And it don't matter what nobody else is doing. I can still be kind. I can still be positive. Just because everybody else running and jumping off the bridge, I don't have to jump off. I can look back and watch all them fools plunge to their death while I'm being just as kind and positive as I want to be. The art of kindness, man. And like I said, it's an art. It's in your presentation. It's in your body language. Look, man, we do things that we love to do and we do it like we love to do it. Look, man, how you do anything is how you do everything. We show kindness everywhere. We show kindness at work. We show kindness at church. We show kindness in the neighborhood, in our family life. We always practicing kindness, man. Why wouldn't you be? God gave us self-will. You know, he gave us our self-will to choose what we want to do. So why would you not choose to be kind? What do you benefit by being unkind? They have a spirit of unkindness, but they also have a spirit of kindness. Why wouldn't you lean toward the kindness side? What do you get out of being petty? What do you get out of being sarcastic? What do you get out of following that spirit of unkindness? Being kind costs you nothing. Look, man, it takes effort to be unkind. It takes a rotten soul deep down in you to always walk around with your face twisted up, always walk around like you're sucked on a lemon, just to spite people, just to be petty. You get nothing out of it, man. But like I said, being kind is a fruit of the spirit. It builds you up. It makes you feel better. It makes you feel less stress, less anxiety, less depression. Look, man, you can celebrate other people's wins even when you lose. That's being kind. You don't got to be all nasty and negative all the time, man. Look, there's nothing wrong with being kind. You got people that even be unkind without speaking English. They use little crazy signs and crazy words like, Be like, well, what you think about that car? What you think about Billy's new car? What you mean? Is that even English? English. Do you speak it? You just can't give people their praise, can't give people their props. Just don't want to be kind. That there is a spirit of unkindness, and it's a nasty thing to see. That's that ego. That's that pride. You know, just because you having a bad day, don't mean you got to try to make everybody else have a bad day. Your bad day will pass. So you might as well be kind and then keep it moving. We know that misery loves company, man. But look, we need to break that stigma. We need to get out of that way of thinking. Look, man, your misery will pass. And I'm telling you, when you're being kind, that misery passes much faster. Practice the art of kindness. Put some kindness in your heart and spread it out. Spread it around. Like I said, practice kindness. Trust me, when you practice kindness, you ain't going to melt. It ain't going to kill you. It ain't going to paralyze you. I have never seen nobody go to the doctor for being kind. I have never seen nobody get diagnosed like, oh, well, here's your problem right here, sir. You're being too kind. Look, man, kindness is good for you. It's good for everyone else. It's a good practice. It gives you self-control. It gives you discipline because there's a lot of negativity in the world already. Why would you want to add to that? Why? Be kind, man. Take the road less traveled. Don't be conformed to the ways of the world. Be renewed by the transformation of your mind. Practice kindness. Spread love, not war, man. Look, especially for those of us that suffer with addiction. When we trying to change and become new people, when we was out there ripping and running in our addiction, kindness was the furthest thing from what we was trying to practice. So when we trying to find a new way of life, kindness and patience, all of these things should be the first things we wake up to do today. We like, you know what, God? I'm gonna be kind today. I'm gonna be patient today. You know, I'm gonna practice these things because I know that I don't want to go back to my old ways, man. It's nothing wrong with being kind, man. You know how we speak to each other, how we look at each other. You know, you say good morning to somebody, they look at you like you done chopped off their hand or something. Look, man. We got to get out of these old ways, man. Like I said, I know the world is not in its best of state. It's not in its best of condition. But why would you want to add to the negativity? Why would you want to add to the unkindness? I heard Cat Williams, he did a thing about going through the drive-thru and how, you know, the customer service people was just so nasty today. Like he did something to her. He said, well, miss, you filled out the application to work here. Look, man, everything you do it with kindness. Do it with a smile. Service with a smile. That goes a long way in how you feel. I'm telling you, you will enjoy your job more if you do it with kindness, if you do it with a smile. You will enjoy life more if you do it with kindness, if you do it with a smile. I guarantee you will enjoy anything you do more if you look to do it with kindness, if you look to do it with a smile on your face. Trust me, if you smile, your lips is not going to fall off your face. Some people act like if they smile, it's going to crack their face wide open or something. They got to just walk around with a stone face like they done looked at Medusa a few thousand times. Look, man, we got to practice kindness today. And like I said, it's an art. I'm an artist. It's a beautiful thing. It's creative. You got to be creative to be kind in today's world. You got to be creative to stay positive in today's world. It keeps you sharp. It keeps you mentally sharp. It keeps you physically sharp because you got to be up to the challenge. It's challenging to be kind. But like I said, we need to stop running away from the challenging things. We need to stop running away from the hard things. So when you get outside today, speak to somebody in a kind way. When you go to work today, be kind to your coworkers. Be kind to your customers. Look, man, be kind to everybody. And most of all, be kind to yourself. You know, the scripture says, do unto others as you would have them do to you. I'm telling you. And it all starts with kindness. The art of kindness. Let's get out there and practice it today. This is your guy, Guitar K. Be more